What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm upgrading our oldest and biggest pond. So as you can see, it has become a much better looking pond, even with a waterfall coming from the tire pond. So that, in my opinion, looks pretty cool. And we are going to be putting a pretty big fish in here. So you'll have to stay tuned for the next video for that, but we are going to be putting a larger fish than I have ever kept, and we're going to be putting it in this pond. So I hope you enjoy this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I hope you enjoy. Alright guys, as you can see, we've got our massive liner right in front of this. We just got this at Lowe's. It's a 13 by 20 foot liner, so this thing's going to be massive. And we are going to replace that liner with this liner. So we're going to go ahead and get this all rolled out in the yard, and here we go. Alright guys, we just got this massive thing unrolled. It is huge, 13 by 20 foot. And that will definitely fill that pond right over here. So we're gonna go ahead, move this guy into this pond, and yeah, hopefully we can do it. Alright guys, we cleaned up the edges a little bit right over here, and it is time to put in the liner. Alright guys, we got the liner in. It took a little bit, but now we are going to fill it up with water. We can put the chlorine remover in, and then the pond will be all set for the fish that is going in the pond. Alright guys, we can go ahead and put this chlorine remover plus conditioner in the water because the pond is already full, and this is 1 capful or 5 milliliters per 20 gallons. So we are going to put 25 capfuls of this chlorine remover plus conditioner in here, and that makes it safe for the fish to swim in. Alright guys, last capful into the pond. There it goes. So now the fish is able to swim around with no worry of chlorine or anything in the water. So it is a-okay for the fish now, and we can go ahead and tuck this under and put the rocks back on. Alright guys, it is day 2 of working on this pond and making it look better. So as you can see, we've already started to put rocks all along the edge. And what we're doing there is we're just folding the tarp under and putting the rocks right on top of that, in case we ever need to use the liner again to expand. Maybe again, I doubt that's going to happen, but who knows, maybe it will. So we're going to go ahead, finish that around, and then we can start working on the waterfall. Alright guys, so what we have here is a spigot. It says American Spigot right there on the top. And what we're going to do now is take this and attach it to the pump. So we're going to go ahead and do that, and here we go. Alright guys, we got the spigot attached, and what we're going to do now is take this hose. We worked on this last night, so it's a hose connected to an adapter which connects to the spigot right here. So we're going to go ahead and take this part, screw it onto there, and then we can start pumping. Alright guys, I know it's a little loud, but we finally finished up this little project, and this is going to go right there, right behind that pond, the tire pond. So what this is, we are going to be keeping smaller fish in here for bait, for what is going to go in here. I'm just going to say it because it's probably pretty obvious now, but we're going to be keeping a largemouth bass in this pond. It is 500 gallons. So it should be fine with the largemouth bass because they need a little bit more water because they are predatory fish and they are bigger fish and they grow a lot. So we are going to be putting this back there over now, but first I'm going to explain just what I did here because I did not explain the steps on how we did it when we did it. So what we've got here is the 20 gallon bucket that we got from Lowe's, and this is just a little thing to keep a hole in the side of the bucket and make it look nicer, and we can put a little pipe in there if it doesn't quite fit over the side of the tire pond. So, and then we've got our hose around 10 feet, and we drilled a hole right here. I believe that it was 5/8 of an inch right there, and we stuck the pipe through there, and now we've got a little bit of a fountain right there going into this little area to contain smaller fish. And then we've got a little zip tie right here to keep this in place, because it was standing up pretty straight, and I was afraid that the water might fall over the edge or something, and that would not be good. So that's how we built that, and we're gonna go ahead and put it right back over there, right next to the tire pond. Alright guys, it is the next day, and we did get quite a bit done last night. So we did do a few more changes to the bucket over there. We shortened the hose, and we put a different zip tie on it so it would match the bucket. And we put some cinder blocks under there. We're gonna have to put another one though, because it's not quite all the way on. So we're gonna go ahead, get one of those, put it under there, and then we can start working on the waterfall. Alright guys, so what we're gonna do now is we've drained it about a couple 6 inches, I would say, and taken that out, moved it over here just to get it out of the way. And what this piece of cardboard is for is we're gonna put it behind this liner, so in between the tire and the liner, and we're gonna cut out a slot for the water to go through for the waterfall. So we're gonna be working on that real quick, and I'll get back. Alright guys, we got our first layer of rock right here. It's pretty level, pretty nice. And what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take a layer of mortar so the water won't seep through these cracks like right here and just be lame and come out on the liner. So that's what we're gonna do now, and hopefully... Alright guys, we are about 3/4 of the way through. As you can see, we've started to use the mortar, and that's just gonna keep the rocks in place and make it waterproof. So as you can see as well, we've cut a little slot right there so the water will be able to flow from in here down the waterfall into here. And what we're gonna use for the top rock, in my opinion, looks pretty cool. So the water is gonna be coming from right here all the way down there onto here and then down. So that's gonna be pretty cool. And yeah, my dad's working on mortar behind me, as you can hear. But it's gonna look really cool, and yeah. Thanks for watching guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. That was a pretty fun process in making this pond, and we are going to eventually like fold that up or nail it into the wall, so it's gonna look a little bit better, and we're gonna arrange the rocks so they look a little bit better as well. But in my opinion, looks pretty nice and clean all along. So I hope you enjoyed that video. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed.